5 of Let's Play Dinford Mere. We filled up and so we shall continue the journey. An inconspicuous path across the highland. Comes into sight on the outskirts of Dinford village. His horse barely trudges along. It looks like it galloped with regret. Rider just so it doesn't notice. Wait, you knucklehead, you! Don't you recognize your commander? Taken back touches his shoulders. He recognizes the guy. Okay, what brings you here? I'm on my way home. That far up, in fact. And nearby houses. Your village isn't going anywhere, and your horse needs some rest anyhow. We'll ride the thing to death, you bonehead. Before I crush you. So the animal collapses. Catch your breath, boy. Take it easy. Now tell me one thing. We passed a dozen hamlets yesterday, but didn't see a single person. Do you know what's going on? The only thing, well, I actually think they should have drawn him a second time without the drawn sword. Doesn't really make sense that he's got a sword in his hand when talking to this guy. I don't know. I didn't stop by any hamlets. In fact, I didn't stop at all. Did you notice anything strange on your way? How did you ever manage to ride for so long? How did you ever manage to ride for so long? Well, I know a sort of incantation. Bucks you up a bit. Learned it from my grandma. She's one of the Vandals. They know their stuff. Can you buck us up? Not yet. Too tired. Besides, I'm a bit of a weakling compared to my grandma. She's very skilled. And she's also got special powders and poultices. We'll definitely see your grandma on the way back. I hope she sells us some potions to keep us healthy. Did you notice anything strange on your way? The footprints, maybe. Lots of them. Looks like a party on horseback, larger than yours. Yeah, there's 12 riders of the apocalypse, I guess. I didn't see them even though I rode without rest, but my guess is that they are heading for our mania, just like us. We noticed that too. Can't imagine what company this could be. It's too big for a Birkenland patrol. Could it be bandits? I hope they don't find their way into your village. Never seen any bandits in this part. We're not rich, and there are several bows and lances in every home. They'd lose more than they'd gain. There's also a watch around the mania, and they would come to our aid. Alright, we'll deal with those mysterious horsemen later. Well, we have to set out. Yes, of course. I'll drop by Grandma's and then head to the mania. I suppose I'll return to Stein afterwards. Don't think me a deserter, Captain. Just go already. Nobody's accusing you of anything. Visit your grandma or return to the watchtower. We are too preoccupied to care. Oh. You pass a village. Its empty streets strike you as odd. You're getting a foreboding feeling, but you shrug it off. Right now, your only goal is the mania. Everything else comes second. The villagers must have gathered near the sacred stone, Flit says. It's a holiday after all. You agree, relieved. Indeed, villagers near the manias traditionally boast spring festivities. Lost in thought, you don't immediately hear someone addressing you. Flit calls to you again, pointing at the road. There's something smoking there, and scavengers circle the black plumes. You slow down to take a closer look. Two, 4, 6, 8. A heap of corpses rests in the middle of the road. So many bodies, men and women, old and young, even children. There's a scaffold and some spears sticking out of the ground. The smell of blood makes you lightheaded. You trot closer, pulling back on the reins. I'm going to turn the volume a bit down. Scorched and torn asunder, all these people died without making a sound, their mouths choked with dirt. Hacked limbs lie nearby. You turn around, slowly. Gleda stands close by, clenching the hilt of her sword. The others stand further back, frozen in place. Gleda sobs. She's petrified, unable to get a word out. She runs off on limbs, sick to her stomach. You order your men to help Gleda and keep their distance. A quiet howl draws your attention. You notice a pregnant woman struggling under the pile of corpses. She's been severely mutilated and won't last long without aid. It seems the woman will deliver her child within a matter of hours. If you leave her here to die, the child dies with her. But if you bring her along, she'll be a great burden, not to mention the baby. If it survives, that is. Let's try to help. You wade through the corpses and pull the woman out from under the pile. Your companions come to your aid. You don't have a healer, and it's pointless to return to the village. These corpses are all that's left of it. Seems like you'll have to bring the woman to the mania. I think that's the right thing to do. Almost dead. You stop your company on the bridge. Suspicious figures stand on the other side. The watchmen's bodies hang nearby, close to the blood-soaked mania. Flit grows pale. Aren't they answers? The old chronicles call them abominations. I've read about them, wielders of enchanted blades and capable of flight. The time of the reaping is upon us. You draw your sword. They've noticed us. Be on your guard. There are no fools gathering near the bridge. We'll have to dismount. Don't all of you swarm the bridge. You'll only get in each other's way. Gleda, look after the wounded girl. You order some of your companions to get to the bridge and tell the others to guard the rear. It feels like the Answers want you on the bridge, so they can bring it down. Okay, so possibly I won't be able to field Gleda. I'm going to take Krieger. And also just one archer. Going to take Flit. Okay. Fight. I need to find out if I can actually shoot across my own man. Also if the spear guy can attack when he's behind someone. These guys are increase your health and now you can touch of chaos. How can I scroll actually? Ah, like this, okay. Let's try to kill him off. Let's see if they engage. You are going to attack him. Furious Strike or... Oh shit, he's got like a counter attack. Now can I actually attack him? Yes I can. Can he shoot across? He can. I should have done another archer. Shit. Health by 4. Even above his standard 31. Energy increases my attack by 1 and defense by 1. You go here. And then wait. Okay. Okay, now they are coming. Okay. 8 damage and yeah, let's do that. Metal strike. With him. I'm going to walk here. But that means he can do a piercing strike on him, but that might kill him actually. Presumably not. Is it worth giving him 10 health? I think it is. Okay. And actually spear attack him. Or alternative, walk here with him first. Let's go for his energy. about to go and kill him. Yeah, because of the double damage. Card maybe. Unfortunately, he can only walk here. And his turn. I'm going to move into this direction. Let's go on the energy. For some energy cost. You need to move. Can you throw? He can't go far enough either. That sucks a bit. So go as far as possible. Just in case, maybe. So you move forward and much. And end the turn. So you go here. And with onslaught. He won't. Okay, you kill him. Victory! 50 streaks, that's really good. Experience as well. You have 4 fragments of this card. Whatever that means. Because I've got that card already. 3 level ups. You know the horrors he's seen and want to approach him, but Gleda beats you to it. Remlin hugs her and starts crying, nearly choking on a tear. Gleda tries to calm him down, and you listen to his jumbled account of what happened in the empty village. Judging by the bloodstains, some of the bodies were thrown in the river, and some he goes silent, and you turn your attention to the menu. There's lots of blood on it. This is kind of a stupid design because an attacker could hide in the shed and then try to destroy the tower. We could talk to Remlin. In spite of everything he went through, the lad seems to have regained his senses, or a survivor. Let's talk to Remlin first. They killed everyone in my village. Some were thrown into the river, and others, you saw the corpses along the road. There are even people from the neighboring hamlets. Why do these bastards do this? I don't know. Seems like they save us suffering and death. We've purged this place of abominations and will kill any more that we find. My grandmother thought I was wizard material. She even gave me her amulet. Let me come with you, Thorn. I don't want to be a wizard. I want to be a warrior. That's why I joined the guards. Take the amulet, please.
Hey.
Refuse to take the locket. He should have it. Some battles are won by wizards, not warriors. Wizards are actually warriors too, in a sense. Your grandmother's amulet is encrusted with a strix. That explains a lot. Keep it. And now, if you are ready to fight and follow orders, you can come with us. Is there anything else you'd like to say? Oh, loyalty increased. Listening nervously, Remlin opens his purse with shaking hands and gives you several magical cards. How did you come by magical cards? They are heavy, like lead, and hot to the touch. And you say that you don't want to be a wizard? Wizard? These cards used to be my grandmother's. I played with them when I was little. She said that if they became heavier, it would mean that playtime was over and something bad was brewing. I want to give them to you. You're my senior. You should use them. Do you even realize what this is? What's there to realize? My grandmother said that these cards aid those who want to use magic, or shield themselves from it, but have no shamanic power of their own. The cards are Kimran, and the Kimra themselves are said to be the descendants of the abominations. I've heard of them, but I didn't expect them to reclaim power. I won a couple myself. Who could have guessed that ancient trinkets would come in handy? The reaping has begun, Thorn. What used to be superstition and legend is manifesting with magic. You must have noticed that some items are displaying special properties. The cards are no exception. What use are your cards? You can normally deduce what the card does based on the picture. They are not for wizards, remember? They are for people without special powers, so each card has a hint. Using them is easy as pick. Close your fingers around the card and use your will to direct its power. They're useful, no arguing that, but I'm more at ease with my trusty sword. You can't scatter an enemy detachment with a bunch of cards. Well, you can. Who knows? I've never used them myself, but it's possible that a card might trump a weapon. But remember, if you give the cards to another person, they can use them too. Why are some of them broken? They are not broken, just incomplete. I remember the time my grandmother procured a handful of shards. She assembled the picture and the shards sort of glued themselves together. Do you suggest I go everywhere looking for these shards? It's up to you. People have always collected fragments of these cards. Even though they didn't know their true value, they used them as amulets and souvenirs. That's why many merchants sell them. Same goes for items containing strixes. Thank you, but really need to go now. Be careful with these cards. Anyone can use them. Sometimes it's better to use a weapon instead of standing around waiting for something magical to happen. I expect you to do more than just gape. What? Don't tell me what to do, lad. Well, let's go for the second. If you can cast proper spells, do it. And thank you for the plaques. I have a feeling we'll need them. Yeah, I have the same feeling. Oh, real loyalty increased. Amazing. Well, you can count on me. And make haste. There's something odd and evil emanating from the menhir. I wouldn't tarry here. Strixus received 5. Nice. You watch Remlin go and notice the commotion near the wounded woman. Gleda stops you as you run up. She's giving birth, Dad. Chase them all off and let Remlin do his thing. Seems he's the only one who knows what to do. Everyone runs around looking for clean water and rags. You didn't even feel this much pressure when commanding an entire squadron. After all the pains, you are finally rewarded with a baby's cry. Gleda frowns deeply at you. The baby's safe, but we couldn't save the mother. She'd been through a lot. I'll go search the watch the supply for milk, but we need to find a place for the baby to settle in. We should do it now. Let's talk to the survivor. Wait! You mustn't. Abominations corrupted the sacred stone. And now it only brings death. I saw people dying after touching the mania. The last captives were forced onto the stone by the answers. Curses! So that's why they soaked it in blood. The witchery, pieces of shit! Thanks for the warning. And I was wondering why in Terminum you're just sitting here, there, giving no thanks or anything for being saved. Honestly, I can't even stand straight. I've already given up hope. But I'm really grateful. The name's Vei. I'm a wandering monk. Now I'll be praying to the gods on your behalf, in every temple in Berkana. My name is Thorn Brennan. I'm a retired captain of the guard. You'll meet the others later. Tell me what happened here, before you get back to praying. Why did they leave you alive? Abominations didn't kill all the... Oh, I think I missed out reading something. Abominations didn't kill all the villagers at once. Some were kidnapped and forced to dig a mass grave, until it was their turn. The many was showered in their blood. I'm the only one left. Why did they need a grave? They never buried the people they killed behind the bridge. Dunno. I think they just wanted to torture us as long as they could. They made it as painful and scary as possible. Those fiends, slaughtering and torturing so many people in a single day. And the grave. We'll have to use it, I'm afraid. How did the watch manage to miss a whole mob of enemies and captives? There were too many of them. First it was the cavalry. We didn't even know what hit us. Then we heard the cries from the other side of the bridge. Even more abominations. Some of them didn't get a horse and stayed behind. The others left. So, that's what those prints were. The gods truly saved our necks. We could have easily stumbled upon them on our way here. You mentioned captives. What happened? I heard screams and saw smoke rising. All dead. None were spared. Not even children or the elderly. Show me your neck. Are there any marks? So, this plague's gotten to you too. Plagues. Let me tell you something. You know those rare gems called Strixes? They fight off the corruption. They eventually burn out, though. We've heard about it already, but thanks. So how did you come across the Strixes and learn of their properties? I meant to meet the abbot in one of the temple libraries. Then a scroll about the reaping caught my eye. No one reads this stuff. I mean, it's just legend. And I've got a Strix in my beads. An old tradition, this is. All of us wandering monks need to wear them. Why, you're the luckiest person I've ever met. The gods must be keeping you alive for some higher purpose. You've already told me what I needed to know. Loyalty increased. So what are you up to now? We'll just try another mania. The answers couldn't have smeared all of them with blood, could they? There's a mania on the way to Ursus, with a little stockade around it. Perhaps the watchman there will be able to beat back the answers. Let me come with you. I've got to go to the temple in Ursus and tell the abbot about what I've seen. At least I won't be lonely for half of the way, if I join your company. Well, can't just leave you alone now, can I? Just know that you must obey my every order without question. If you wish to stay with us, by the way, they've left us a couple of horses. That's nice. 5 Strix received. I can do a campfire and do the burial. A burial near mania usually requires special permission, but you couldn't care less now. Let's do it. You decide against burying the bodies that lie by the road. At least all the fallen beside the mania have found a common grave. You've no further business here, so you prepare to head out. You notice Gleda is in deep thought. Before you can speak, Gleda beats you to it. Why haven't you let me onto the bridge, Dad? Am I a bad fencer? Or were you going easy on me during training? You feign your surprise. And who else would care for the wounded? Our men aren't exactly a nurturing bunch. So, I put my trust in you. And, judging by how you handled childbirth, I wasn't wrong to do so. As for going easy on you during training, that's complete and utter nonsense. Call Sop as a witness, call Brett as a witness, or Hode. Sop was, I think, this fatty. Brett is the archer. Let's call Sop. You turn to the lad. He nods agreeably. The captain never cut us any slack during training, and he's really taught you well, Gleda. Your fencing is pretty great compared to many of us. You can tell that Bleda's shocked by all the praise and decide to seize the moment. Grab your stuff, everyone! The child's going with you, Gleda. There's a squad of Ancestors prowling about, so get back on your horses quickly. But I can quickly go to the watchtower and do several things. One is level up Sop, and the others get more health. He could get +1 attack. Not sure how that plays out. Distance for bloodletting. Because 14 health deals 28 damage. Or should I just give him some health? He's only got 20 health. I don't think that's much. I think having 25 health would be good. Then we've got Flit. He could get... He is one of the archers. He's the nice guy archer. The smart one. +1 attack. Unlock Focus. Requires 40 energy and increases health by 40. Now that's what you need. Dodge. Archery Master. I think I'll go for Focus. Then we've got Sop, the warrior. He got Onslaught, which I think is really helpful. +1 to walking, Onslaught. +9 health to the cost ability, +9 to damage. +1 to walking, +5 to energy, +5 to health. I think he's on the slow side. Or health. My one immobile guy is he's a proper tank. And we've got Brad. The Brad. +1 to attack distance, +1 to damage. Or also focus. I think I'll go for focus as well. Then we can take a look at Vey. Oh, here we'll have concentration. Yeah. Character stats. Requires 10 health. Increase your energy. Health. Increases health of a party member. A good support character. A temple monk committed to his crusade, household assistant, altar boy, lector, scribe. As an orphan, he was sponsored by the temple to which he now pays tax. The temple records note that his affinity for temple magic, healing, and ease known for commitment, determination, respect for rank, adherence to temple maxims. According to findings by the secret temple chancellery, his character is a mix of an explorer's insatiable curiosity, a fear of the outside world, and the readiness to label anything outside the temple maxims as heresy. His path of advancement is limited by his lowly origins. That's sad. Then we've got Remen. Soldiers as a guard, a trainee, but sees the military alliance. Albius Temple. No magical affinity or performance of magical rites on record. But shitty attack, but then he's got Lone. Increase attack of a party member. Power absorption. deals damage to energy and increases your energy, but costs health. Spirit Armor reduces attack of a party member by 1 and increases defense by 4. Increases your attack by 1. Soul Absorption, increase your energy by 10 when a party member dies, and then Power Source, increase your health and energy by 5 when you use a card. Okay, let's take a look at our deck. Okay, we've got 3 out of 7, so not worth it yet. We've got Drain, reduces energy by 20 to a random enemy and unit, and increase health by 20 to a random party member. That is pretty cool. I've never really used this. Yeah, let's take Drain. Vulnerable, reduce defense by 15. Or Bloody Harvest, reduce defense by 20 to all enemy units and reduce defense by 20 to all party members. Energy Surge, increase energy by 10. Touch of Chaos, I've got that with me already. Can I have it for like twice? No. What's Thirst for Destruction? Increase attack by 7 and reduce walking distance by 10. Rancor reduces attack. No, I don't want that. I think I'll just put in this one because this is nice. And this one as well. Touch of Chaos is good, and Spirit Armor just in case I want to keep it. Okay, so this will end this episode. Next episode we'll venture forth. Thanks a lot for watching. Until then, bye for now.